Hello and welcome back to some more Settlers. This time we're not playing Settlers 3 or Settlers 4. We are playing Settlers 7 because I thought why not wait for the history edition before we have a look at Settlers 3 and Settlers 4 again. Because Settlers 4 I don't think they're gonna change much. I think they're just gonna do some more stuff with the multiplayer because right now not a lot of people are here, but apparently there is one guy hosting a game and I've not seen that in a long time, so maybe he is also typed for the history edition, I don't know. We'll see what that brings, but I thought we could take a little skirmish in this game. And what kind of map should we play? Like, this map is not very fun, it's too big. I think the fun thing with this game is to make small but efficient setups, and I think we can do that on this map. So I think we should just go ahead and load this one, and we are playing as, I forgot the name of this guy, but apparently we are playing against Zoe, and I think we're just gonna keep it on normal. I could maybe beat an expert AI, but it would not be very fun. It would be stressful. With the normal AI, it's more relaxing. You can sort of take your time and do stuff you think is interesting rather than focus on points only. So, this is our start. We have a few soldiers in our castle here, so let's just hire 2 new soldiers. We need to keep an eye on our population. So we should probably consider doing something about our population, and we could do that by making residents. And how should we do this? It's normally a good idea to leave some space and not build too close together, because then sometimes you can't get that efficient setup anyway because you have taken space from one of the expansion slots. So let's just try and do this for now. And did we get the 2 soldiers? We did. So let's just send this one out, and I like to get gold and coal first. We could also go for where is it? Yes, iron and coal on this one, but I think it's a better idea to go for this one over here first. I don't know if I've done something with my mouse settings, but I feel like we are flying around when I'm rotating here. So what if I press this button? Okay, that was okay. I think this is better. Okay, so we need something more sustainable than just making a residence, so we should do that. We need a mountain shelter in order to get the stones that are up here. And I think we should just place that here. Then we can do a little road like this. And I think we should have all of the expansion slots in this one. And we should probably set up our things here. We can also check our little fight here. We should be winning because it's only 3 defending and we are attacking with 6. So, as the guy said, we are missing a woodcutter. So we should consider that, and I don't know, we should probably keep this strip for something more interesting. So maybe we can do something like this. And we can have a woodcutter here, a forester here, and a sawmill like that. And we should have 1 more of those. Could do something like that, and then have it like this. Then we should also use our possibility of hunting over here. Food in this game is very important, and this map, at least in the start of this map, there's not a lot of possibilities for fishing and hunting, so we should use the opportunities we have.
With this camp under your control, you bring safety to these lands.
Like this,
very good.
Then we should maybe do a forester here, a woodcutter here, and then we can do the hunter here. It's always a good idea to have an extra woodcutter. At least that's my experience. Some of you guys may be better at this game than I am and say, no, you are wrong because this and this and this. But from the experience I have with this game, this is a somewhat efficient way of setting up. And here we have the two mines. The gold mine is a little bit behind here and not in the front, so that's gonna be a bit annoying because then they will have to walk no matter where we place this mountain shelter. But
one of your neighbors gained access to
a
new trading
looking at this,
outpost.
it's better to have a road in the middle and then have... Can't we just place a road like that? Apparently not. I think it's better to just have a road, have them built like this, then we can make a road like this, so we know how to place the other one. Maybe just do like this, then I think it's easier to place this one. Yes, perfect. So then this can be gold and this can be coal. And then we should have it hooked up to the rest. Let's do it from this side. Whoops. And this road is a bit weird. Guess it's fine to do something like that. And it always messes with me a little bit when there is a height difference. Let's do like that. Not the most beautiful road, but I think it will work out. Sort of looks like it's broken here, but that's not the way it is. And also, a thing to remember is we should probably have storehouses close to things, at least when we are this far away from our main area. And also considering where do we have our initial storehouse. We have it here. And I think it's something like these guys are then in charge of bringing all of the resources around, so it's a good idea to actually have a storehouse closer to the stuff we are producing like this. Then it's more efficient, I think. And we have this new area now, so that means we can do more hunting. I think we should just go ahead and do that. I don't really know how I'm going to do with episodes of this, if I'm just gonna do it one big go and cut, or how I'm gonna do. We'll see when we reach a point where I would normally do something like that. Something like that. Oh yes, I'm reminded that I should probably use the prestige points to unlock stronghold, export, office and church, and my favorite is to go for the church. And if we place it here, then we can have some expansions around it to get more prestige. And let's just roll this one up. We don't need these expansion slots right away, so let's just keep it like this. And we are in a bit of a hurry to get this up and running, so let's just get the mines set, or at least some of them. And now we have a choice. Either we make a residence out here and have them work, or we place it on this side of the wall and make our coins here. because we are in the situation where we are going to need coins. So I think we should do like this, and then just right away set 2 of these guys to become mints. Sorry for the little wait there, I was just having a drink, because my voice is not super great right now. A little bit on the brink of getting sick, but hopefully it will pass. And also we have gotten some rewards for getting population and conquests, so we could use those. They're always nice. And the way I normally do is I go for getting tools, because I think that's always the thing at the start, that there's a lack of tools. And our population is pretty bad, so we should consider doing something about that. And how should we do this? We have room for 1 not super great residence here, where we can get 2 expansion slots on it. But we should probably go for that, because then we can just make a road around and stuff like that. Now, how should we do it? Should we maybe just turn it around like this? But we may want to have something like this. We could also just do like this. I think this is what I would normally do. Yes, let's just keep some good gaps between things and do like this. Then we have a sort of a little block here. Then we can maybe put some water stuff into the gaps. That actually seems to be working fine. We're gonna need the water later for stuff, so let's just get that started up. That's a normal residence, that's a normal residence, and that's a noble residence. It's a good thing to remember. So, we have this church now, and we would like some novices. So maybe I should just hire 5 of them, because we do start with a bit of beer. Sorry if I'm talking a bit fast, but there's a lot of things in this game if you're not familiar with it. And apparently this guy was too far from the stone up here, so we had to reset his center area of work. And hopefully our people are making these, so then this will stop and being annoying. Food and beer. We need beer for monks, and we need food to fix our food situation. So
watch out. You're losing a victory point.
Do something like this, because then we can have grain farm there, and do a windmill there, and then we can do bakery, and maybe put a brewery there. And then once this is up and running, then we can expand up here and put another grain barn on the farm complex. So
good news, you've received a victory point.
Okay, right away we are still losing, still in need of population. Let's check our what's it called, victory points while we're at it.
What a
we're
pity.
Just waiting for things to come up.
Victory point.
Oh, okay, we lost it again. So apparently this is about our working population, and it's very close, but we just lost this victory point. It's not too bad. Sun King, it's about having prestige. Emperor, it's about having sectors, and so is having a sector more than we have, because we have not had the money to hire enough soldiers to take 2 sectors. I think we could send these guys and take the other one. Actually, let's just go ahead and hire 1 pike, and then we will send them out. Or actually we can't, because we still need population. This population is a real problem. And we can't do the upgrade because residence is under construction. Okay. How do we get out of this pickle? Come on. Find that sweet spot where we can get all three. It's there. And then we should also have a noble residence maybe in this area. I don't know if we want farms out here or what we are going to be doing. Maybe we could also put a residence on this side. How can we make this most effective? We probably don't want these trees, so we should... If we do like this, then the third spot, the red spot, will actually become a spot we can use later. So if we do like this, and then we apply wood workyards onto these, then we should be able to set their area so that they do not interfere with the hunting area up here. If we do like this, then that should be fine, and then we could maybe also consider making books at some point, but yeah. It's not something we need to do right now, but it would be nice at some point. But first off, the reason we need books is because we want to have brothers, and before we start thinking about getting brothers, we should get more beer so we can get more novices. And to get fathers, we need jewelry, books, and beers. So it's a bit of a way from right now to get that. But the reason we want that is because we can get a victory point from this tree. We just need to have... This will not do it, but if we get 1, 2, 3 like that, then we have access to the middle here. And that's very nice in general. And then I also think that we get a victory point for... Oh, okay, that's the one in the middle. I think there's also one for having researched the most. No? Maybe not. Then we should... Ah, yeah, this... Here it is. Fountain of Knowledge, having the most research, and we get the point when we have at least 3 technologies. And have more technologies than the opponent. So it's not 3 more than the opponent, but 3 and having more than the opponent. So that means if we get 3 and the opponent get 3, then we still have it because we got 3 before they did. Some of the stuff in this game is a bit complicated, but in general it's very simple. Oh, okay. They're already starting to do this, and I think we should just say screw you. So we are going to steal this. So then because she started it before we did, then we have to pay 1 more novice in order to get it. Then she could pay again and get and use 5 monks or 5 novices to get this technology. So instead she decided to take the forestry one instead. That's also a good one, but I don't think it's super important. Trees and woodcutting and that stuff is it's not really where I want the efficiency. We should reset this guy. And let's check. We have some rewards so we can get tools. And 6 tools, that's not very good, so we should consider getting this area over here set up. Don't we have enough grain to do this? But we are actually starting to have a lot of coins, so that's nice. Then, if we get in trouble, then we can go to our tavern here, and then we can go to the trade tab, and then we can spend gold to buy tools. It's not very nice, but it's useful if we are completely out of tools and have no way of getting them. So, in a moment we should win this little fight here. Hopefully without too many casualties. We lost one guy. These are our guys, the red ones here. We're probably gonna lose this one. Please.
Your neighbor acquired a new technology.
We lost it. And then they will go and take this camp. So we need to be ready when that happens. And also we probably don't want to kill all of the animals in this area, so we need to keep an eye out for these hunters so they don't overhunt the area. We need it to be sustainable. We are making a lot of coins.
Excellent! You acquired a new technology.
And so we got prestige from our research. That's very nice. So that means we should have a look here and see. Okay, we are actually running out of materials in the mines. So we should consider spending our prestige to get geologists.
A new sector
I think that's
is
what we're
under
gonna
your
do.
control.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Because then we can set one of these guys to be geologist, one for each, and that means that instead of mining ore, he will go in and then he will prospect for new resources and also
Very
bring
good.
out stone.
You've earned a victory point.
So that's very useful. And then we got the banker victory point because we have 25 gold apparently. And we should get started on this stuff over here. So it's a good idea to... It's a bit annoying that we can't have one with all of the expansion slots here. So let's just do like this instead. And then we need one for coal. Do something like that. And then I want another one because it is also the mountain shelter where we get the what's it called? Where we get the expansion slot for making iron. Yes, the iron smelter. So if we do like this, so then we need a toolmaker. And if we have been efficient, we could place residents in between here. And that is just a normal residence. Apparently we can't because there's something blocking it here. Let's just destroy this road. That's annoying. Let's try place it like this, see if... okay, it's not blocking. So we can do it like that. And then we can hopefully still place this one. Yes, no problem. And that should be hooked up fine. Coal, tools, and storehouse. And 6 tools, and we have another reward. Perfect. That means we can do this one without feeling bad. And we are out of fancy food. Did we tell this one to eat fancy food? Yes, we did. So we can tell it to eat plain food again, but also we could maybe just keep it on fancy food because we have a lot of gold. So let's just stay on that. So we are not in a super need for making coins right now, but coins is always nice. So we should maybe consider how we are going to progress from this. There's not a lot of stuff we can do here. We could build a farm and that would be okay. And we could do the same in this area. But what can we do down here? Let's have a look. That's a bit of troops that is defending this neutral post, so that will take a while before we get that, but the stone pile is nice. The fish is very nice. That's very much more sustainable than the hunting. So let's idle this one and let's go back and check 5. Okay, then we can set you to on demand maybe. And how are things going?
Your neighbor acquired a new technology.
We can do a tool maker, and we can do a new smelter, and we can do a new iron miner, and we can do a new coal miner. And then our initial setup is pretty much up and running. Maybe we want to have a weapon setup in this area. I'm not really decided on that yet, because in some games, honestly, I don't really bother with it. Then I just make a lot of money, make a lot of troops, just buy the troops from this tavern, and then I just bomb rush the AI. But maybe we can't do that on this one. Let's check in here. That's free. That's actually something we could do. What do we have in this area? We have some more iron and some more coal up here. Have some stone here, but it is very very awkward to get up here, honestly. But we should probably do that. Yes, I think we should do that. So we have 3 troops and we need to fight 3 troops. So I would say we should get 3 pikes. And we are soon out of stone, so we need to consider destroying some of this. And how are things going here? Seems like these grain barns have enough area around them because they are not complaining. And maybe do a road here, because we could do something more in this area. We need to do it at a good enough distance from these fields so we don't destroy them. Maybe we should have this guy cut the wood in this area. And then we can also check here, how does it go with cutting this wood? Looks pretty good. Set you to on demand maybe. Because there's now 5 in here. And how does it look out here? Okay, 6, that's good. Let's keep you on demand for now. And how... okay, we have a lot of stone, so we can do these prestige things now. Every one of these costs 1 stone, and if we don't do it from a church, if we need to do prestige from normal buildings here, then something that costs something that's pretty much the same size will cost 3 stone. Or if we need something smaller, then we have to pay 1 stone and 1 coin, or 1 iron and 1 coin. That is pretty expensive, so it's preferable to do something like this. So now we have 2 of these. So also now that we have iron, then we should consider doing an upgrade here, but we can't do that unless we actually buy the upgrade with the prestige. So we did that. So now we can do the upgrade here, and That means once we have upgraded, then we have access to brothers and not just novices. But while we're at it, we should get some novices because we want to compete here, because this technology stuff is pretty important. And food? Yeah, let's do food. Let's consider how to do this. We may want to go out to this line maybe, so we could do like this. Then we can have a farm here. Oh, and he started on a new technology. That is a pain. Maybe we should reconsider the church direction. How goes? We are getting tools, and why can't we do that on this spot now? I specifically placed it so that there should be enough room for tools on this spot. That's the one of the reasons I said that it is bad to place things too close, because then stuff like that will happen. How should we do? I think it's okay to have two of them, honestly. So let's do one more coal here, and then we can use this spot for iron. It will be okay to walk that distance, no problem. So maybe we should just keep this as our initial setup. A loser reward, what? Oh, okay, that's nice, I guess. What do we want? Maybe we want food. Yeah, I think we should take the food. That's what was the most pressing at that point. So we can go to take this one and then go a little bit more crazy up there. So, food. How are we doing? We have a grain barn there. We can do another grain thing here, and then we can do piggery. And then we can do butcher.
Your opponent researched a technology.
Okay, now my opponent have 3 technologies, and that is a bit annoying.
Upgrade is finished.
I think we want to take this one. We also want this one, actually. So, okay. This one is dead, so we can get rid of that. And how come we don't have enough flour? Is this one not running okay? I don't get it. Can we... Yes, we can feed this one, but we don't want to, because we're not really in a good position with our food at this point. So, money... Everything seems to be fine at the moment, but our fancy food is dropping. 6. How are we doing here? Come on, show me how many animals there is in the forest. 5. That's perfect. That means we are not exhausting the area. Let's do like that. And do like that. And we should make a little expansion of these. Put a gold miner there and put a coal miner there. Our gold looks okay. Very good that we managed to get the geologist in time before we ran out. Not that it would matter, but it would just mean that they would all have to be geologists and wait to find new resources and all of that, and then there would be time without any raw materials, but looks like we have plenty in here, so that is perfect. So Let's have a look at our beer situation. Our beer situation
A
is
new
pretty good,
sector
so
is
that
under your
means
control.
we should
You've received a victory.
hire more brothers,
Well done,
and we
friend.
actually start
Excellent.
with
You
a
acquired
few
a new
books.
technology.
So let's hire 5 novices and maybe 3 brothers, and then we should have a look at our log situation. And maybe we should make a paper mill. Let's do it like this, and then we can do the bookbinder on this one. Do we want... I think that's fine. Bookbinder. Yes. For now, let's do this. And then we should have a storehouse on that side. We have plenty of money and not a lot of food. Can we... should we maybe actually consider doing an export office? It's not something I normally spend a lot of energy on, but could be nice. Oh, and we should maybe get this and this, because then we can start to upgrade these. That is pretty useful, because we are in a situation where we are running out of population space, and we are still making people, and that takes population space. So yes, I think that is very useful. And he's taking animal husbandry. We want that one, so should have been a bit faster on that one. We can pick up rewards while we are at it. And we can't pick something with a lot of food in. We only get 2 food on each of these, and our normal resources are fine, so we should pick something with tools, because that is where we have the most problems right now. We should do a second upgrade of this one while we're at it, because that is gonna be useful. It's always good to get this one. That's sort of a free victory point if we can get that one, the Abbey. That means we need to do the 2 normal upgrades of this one, and then we need to get the prestige one, that is this one. That is locked right now. That's pretty useful to get that one. So far, if we look at the victory points, we are behind, because the enemy have 3 technologies. They have
Your building
more
has
prestige
been
than we do,
upgraded.
and they have more people than we do. But I think their army is as bad as ours. And we should do a storage out there, because these guys, with the storage in their area, that is this one, there's not enough room in that one. The thing we can do to fix that, instead of making a lot of new storages, is that we can do this upgrade, storehouse upgrade. That is also very
successfully
useful, because
upgraded a building.
it will probably mean that there will be more people running around with the resources, instead of only those initial ones from the storehouse. The one we start with
Upgrade
is
is
already
finished.
upgraded. So that is pretty useful. So do like that. And why can't this one work? I don't get it. Ah, okay, I see now. So you are actually empty. And we should consider that for this one as well, because that one is running out. And we got this one up here, and we got it pretty cheap, because we only lost 1 dude. So we have this area here, that's pretty nice.
Excellent. You acquired a new technology.
So in anticipation
You
of
successfully
doing
upgraded a building.
more stuff up here, we should maybe set up a little bit. If we set a constructor here, then it will be easier to build stuff in this area in the future. And we should probably have one down here as well. So do a storage there and do a constructor on the side like that. Like our infrastructure is not really working out in this area. That is why this one is not built yet. Like this guy is on his way with resources, but we still need stone. And I don't see anyone with stone on their way to that point right now. Like the stone we have right now is heading this direction. So that is not ideal. How are we doing for beer? We have plenty of beer, so maybe we should idle you. And check how is our grain. Our grain is fine. It looks like we have the food we need, then why do we only have 2 plain food and 2 fancy food when it says here that we have 10 meat that has not been butchered, then we have 2 meat that has been butchered, and then we have 2 bread, and that is the extent of the food we have right now. So we would like to get this one. And what can we do out here? That's a neutral one with only 3 defenders. That would maybe be useful to get that one. We could also look on the other side here. Ah, that's nice. And okay, that's well defended, so we will probably not cross this anytime soon, but we should consider taking this one because fishing is very nice. How are we looking here? Of course, doing this stuff also costs food. So it's a bit of an investment, but I would really like to get this one. If we can get this one, then we will get the victory point. And how are we doing for soldiers? We can't really train soldiers because we are in need of food. And these guys, they want plain food in order to make fancy food. Yes, okay. And we are generally just in... What? Why is this one not efficient enough? These one are supposed to be 100% efficient. This is also 100%. Why can't it supply 2 bakeries? That is a little bit weird, I think. It's not like there's a problem with the water or anything. Okay. A way we can fix that is we can just do more farming. What if we do like this? Put a mill here, farm. That could maybe work, and you should be set to always now, because apparently you are not working. I don't know if I understand that on-demand thing correctly, because it seems like they are not working.
Your building has been upgraded.
Like we're in a bit of a pickle when it comes to the food, so we should work on that. Geologists, oops. You should also be a geologist, and you are a geologist. You should be a geologist, and you should also be a geologist. Yes, okay. We need to keep an eye on this area.
You successfully upgraded a
But
building.
it's fine for now because we have plenty of raw materials to make the gold. So for now we are golden. Ah yes, we need to do this area, but we... Of course, this one can't work without having access to food. So that is also a thing to consider. The forester... Guess it's fine. Is that the right building we set to do that? Set it like that maybe? We got a new brother and we got a new book bindery. So we need to get food to that. Basically we need to get food to a lot of things. So maybe getting more efficient animals was actually a good idea. And can we... This one means that we can then sell our beer at the tavern for a better price than we get now. That's not very useful for us because it's not really something we need. Come on, let's get the novice so we can do this one. Have we produced any books? Nope. Because this one needs food. How are we doing for stone?
Another victory point for a brother in faith.
So we got the metropolis now because we have more population. So that means we are ahead when it comes to victory points. We can have a look at how they are doing. They don't have a lot of soldiers and they have only taken 2 of the areas. See, they have a starting area like ours, where they have made farms and stuff. And are they still getting gold miner? That seems a bit weird. And then what have been over here? Get probably stone. And that's not anymore. And they have not taken this area up here. But that's actually a nice area. Bit of hunting and iron and stuff. So they have this one, then they have this one. What's there? Oh, okay, that's pretty bad place. Oh, okay, so this is actually in range. What? I can't really imagine the walk this guy is doing. Can he warp into this mountain, or does he have to walk all the way around like that? That's crazy. I'm a bit overwhelmed by that right now. And that one seems amazing. And she have taken this one. Does that mean she can actually fish? Yes. That means she have access to fish. That bitch. But we want to fish. Okay. Come on, give me the brother I need. Let's take this one while we're at it. And 3 more brothers, why not? No, 3 more novices and then a brother. Yeah, let's queue up a brother because we are going to get books at some point. Sometimes it will be possible for us to get a book. Why are these not running? They are running. How are we doing? We still have a lot of beer. We can maybe start this one again because that is probably gonna be a need at some point. Let's check down here. We have gotten more resources in the mines again. How about over here? This looks very nice, so let's send you to always, and one of you guys can be set to always, but the other two should keep looking for resources because we are only half capacity on this one. Okay, what can we do about the food situation? What we could do is we can make a sort of loop where we spend a little bit of fancy food in order to get more fancy food. That's not very useful, but a thing we can do is we can spend, if we had a lot of fancy food, then we could have these bakeries work 3 times as efficient. I can show how it looks. That then means that this guy will take in one flour, one fancy food, and then he will output 3 bread.
You succeeded in researching a
that
new
is
technology.
very nice.
Another
we can
victory
get that.
point. That's a first step towards becoming a respectable rival. Keep it up.
Come on. Now we have 4 victory points. If we can just get 2 more victory points and hold it, then we will win. But none of these are very safe. Like this one is pretty safe. This one is okay safe. This one is also okay safe considering how much money we have right now, but this one we can lose any moment. And the way it works is once we have all of the victory points we need, then a countdown will start, and if we lose the amount of victory points we need in that countdown, then the game continues as normal. So, yes. Still have a lot of logs, so we should keep an eye on how efficient these guys are. Looks like they've started cutting up there. That's nice, I guess. And the coal down here is looking very nice right now, so we can maybe go back to having only 1 geologist. And have 1 guy become a miner on that side. Novice, is that enough? Nope. We want another technology, but we also want to get into the middle here. There's also some other nice technologies in here. Like the military ones are all placed around the crafts monastery in the bottom, the food ones are on this side, and then all of the economy, or not economy, let's just call it design stuff, because we get better mining here. Here we get it so that we will work better in our workyards, and here we get it so that we don't need tools anymore, and this one means that we will build faster and cheaper. But all of this is it all feels a bit late game, meaning that at this point we will not have that much need for it anyway, depending on how the game unfolds, of course. But what I found is that once I have the resources to get this, then I have so many tools that it's not an issue anymore. Like right now, lots of tools, no problem. So, what can we do up here? We can maybe do some farming in this little pocket. So that may be a thing we should do. Should we maybe just make it like a line into it like this? Let's try that and see what we can do. Okay, that is not ideal. Okay. I underestimated the space in that pocket, so let's do like I wanted to do from the start, like this. And then we can have a farm like this. And do another one like this. No, let's do it closer like this. And then we can have the food production stuff here. Then we can just have the raw materials there. And we do have a storehouse close by, so that's nice. And we don't have any reports, sadly. So let's look at the times. We are reaching 1 hour of recorded time. So maybe I should rest my voice in a moment. But let's continue for a little bit, see if we can fix this. Okay. So these areas are not really running anymore because of the need for fancy food. But having these set to only use fancy food means that we will free up plain food for other stuff. Hopefully. So how are we? Okay, we have actually produced a lot of meat. But isn't meat considered a plain food? I don't get it. I actually thought they could eat it like plain food. I know fish is a thing that you can eat like plain food, just maybe we should set this one to set these to idle. And then can we idle this one? Because they are not really a priority right now. Priority is to get our resource stocks up again. Come on. I may have totally misunderstood that. I thought this was
Upgrade is finished.
I thought this was actually a plain food. Okay, apparently it's not. So looks like I am producing more bread than she is. Just a little bit more maybe. And I'm butchering more than she is. And she's not fishing and I am not fishing. So right now the Empire is running on this hunter. Oops, you should maybe idle because that looks not very good. And this up here. Okay. That may fix things now. That's a bit bad that I did not see that we had that problem. Should we do more bakeries? Let's try and see how that works out. You should maybe idle, because we need the animals to bounce back. I think even if it says only one, then it should be possible for the animals to come back. And let's check. Our stone situation is actually okay, so we should consider doing a little bit of upgrading here. I think that's plenty of area for the farms, so we can just do like that. And that have given us one upgrade. And what should we spend it on? Let's actually keep it, because I have the upgrade that I thought we needed. Let's upgrade this, upgrade this, upgrade this. It's a good idea to have upgraded roads, because then it's a bit like the settlers when running on them become supercharged. Look at this. Way more effective than before. We should also consider doing that around and over to the stuff over here. Whoops. Oh, okay. We did spend all of the stone there. Let's set these to be geologists again, because we are running out. Geologist, geologist, geologist. How are we doing over here? Plenty of resources, but we are actually in need of some stone, maybe. So what should we do here? We can get rid of you, and then we can make a forester and maybe grow this forest a little bit. So you need food, you are actually running, so that means we will get books at some point, perhaps. Food is happening. Should we get the scarecrow? Yes, I think having the grains and miller and stuff work faster is a very good idea. I think this combo is very strong. I say as if I know, because I never actually went that route, but it just makes so much sense in this scenario where we are so low on food stuff. So we should have a look at this again. This is 5 pikes and 5 musketeers, and what we have is 5 pikes. And what are the stats of the musketeers compared to the pikes? The musketeers have 1.5 in range attack, I think that's what it means, and 1.1 in close combat attack, and then they have 1.5 against fortifications. But pikemen don't have against fortification, they only have close combat, but they are better in close combat than the musketeers are at range. So at this point it actually seems like it would be better for us to just make 5 pikes. We could maybe make 7 pikes, that means 12, and then we send 12 pikes against an army of 5 pikes and 5 musketeers. We can have you set on demand again maybe, and same goes for you, on demand. And this area is running now. Should we maybe squeeze in some more farms?
Congratulations, your clerics researched a technology.
I think we can actually do that. Just do like this maybe. See what happens. I think they should be able to have their farms in this area if it becomes a problem. And we are starting to have a little bit of stone again. And how are we looking in here? We still haven't lost any of our points. Our population is still bigger than theirs. Still more areas, still more technologies. We are close to getting the last prestige we need. We could just do like this and... oh wait, that's not enough, but we have this one out here now, and as the church we can...
Excellent. You
can
have earned one more
areas
victory
around
point.
like this.
Victory is within your grasp.
So I think instead of doing these upgrades, we should do a forest clearance thing, and then we can start to delete trees. That's really useful, and maybe it will give us the room we need in order to do the expansion there. Let's stop it at that. That's a nice little garden. So you can work there, and you can work like that. Oh, actually, can we find an area with trees on right now that you can work? Yes, okay. You can do like this. Farm, 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 farm. And that was fast. Let's take this one. So this is still an okay amount, even though we have stopped them. Seems like we don't even need to research in order to get the points we need, sadly. So what we could do is we could just halt everything and then focus on making army, and then actually go to his home and kill him. No, not his, it's Zoe, so go to her home and then destroy her. That could maybe be fun, so that's a thing we can consider to do next time. But I think I'm going to take a break from this session and drink some water and stuff and see if I can fix my voice. I think what I decided last time was that we should focus on taking over the enemy. So that means we need to have a strong military. And in order to get a strong military and not just the scrappy military we have right now, we need to not make our troops from in here, but we need to make them from
with this
our own iron
control,
instead of buying
safety
them.
to these lands.
But it would also make
good.
us able to make more of them, make it a little bit cheaper than what we've been doing so far. And should we take this reward? Should we take? What do we have here? We have a little bit of everything pretty much, so it's not really anything we sort of need. Food is always nice. Yeah, sure, let's make some tools, and I think we should go to this one and tell it to use fancy food, because we want some plain food, and that will, as explained last time, make this very efficient. And maybe we should do the same for this one. That will quickly convert some of this to this, pretty much. And how are we doing over here? Do we have a lot of grain? We have an okay amount of grain, but it's not like we are swimming in it. And this is pretty much just pretty. We can't really do anything with it. We took over this area. We lost a lot of troops, but that's fine. It was pretty important for us to get this area because now we can fish. And let me just check in here. Did we get the fish check? We did get the fish check, so that means that these will hold more fish, and that they will deplete less than they would normally. So that means we have pretty much unending amount of fish out here. So I would say, let's see, how many schools of fish do we have? Isn't that the right term? They just call it fishing grounds here. Okay, so we have 4 spots. So I would say that can easily support 4 fishermen, maybe. Should we cut wood in this area? Yeah, why not? We need 2 of these anyway if we are to fish from 4 spots. So we can do something like that. And fisherman, 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 and let's make you a woodcutter. And then let's set your areas. Let's set you to this, you to this, and you to this, and you to this. Then we should get an even strain on our resources. And did we have anything else down here? Yes, we have a bit of stone. That's pretty nice. So we should consider using that. We can always just mine it, and then we can remove this thing afterwards. I was gonna say behind. That doesn't make any sense. 3, and we have 4. That seems like a good amount. Oh wow, okay. Our food is suddenly in a lot better situation. And what did I want to say? I think we should spend a little bit of resources to make some of you guys. And let's check in here. Maybe we should actually get this technology. Isn't that? Yes, that's the one where we don't need tools anymore. And we can't reach this. We need this one first. Spike glass. That's also pretty useful, I guess. Not really. This one is useful. This one is not so useful for us anymore. This one is useful when we want to take over enemy stuff. Okay, we'll see about what we want to do with this stuff, but right away we can just make 4 of these. No, we're gonna need that, so let's just go ahead and do that. And I think we should get these started on actually collecting again instead of just making stone and finding resources, because there's not much more they can find in there. We are already on max resources from the mines. So we should do we do have the smelters, don't we? Yes, and we have a lot of stored iron. So the thing is, how do we make weapons? We need blacksmiths, and this is a blacksmith. I think we should just be able to do... No, wait. Let's... Instead of doing that, we should just... Oh Oh, let's just do this and let's space it out a little bit in case we want to have something there. Weapon, sure. And what we probably want is we want a wheel white. Right. I don't know how to pronounce that. We just need one of them, I think, and then we are good. And that is to make cannons, and if we want to have cavalry, then we should think about making horses. And we can make a stable on one of these guys, so let's check. Did we have any extra space? Yes, we have one here. Let's just make a stable on that and see if these guys are gonna find new farms, new farming areas, or if we have to do something creative. I think we are okay. And I think we should maybe just switch this one back. We can actually do the same for this one. And doing this doesn't really make any sense for us, because then, like, if we do this, then they will use one plain food and one flour to make 2 plain food. That's just yeah, not really worth it. At least as far as I understand. Could be that the numbers are not exactly as shown there, but that's the numbers I have to go with, so that's the way it is. Should we make food out here, maybe? We could do farms and stuff. Also, didn't we have some stuff in the mountains? Yes, we do. Totally forgot about this stuff. So we do produce some grain out here, and what should we do with this? Ah yes, the thing is we have these mines, potential mines out here, and what can we do? We can squeeze one building up here. Actually, let's just get rid of all of the trees. No more trees we can get rid of. I don't think these are in the way, but it's just anything to give us a little edge would be nice. We don't need that one there. We need this kind of stuff. And can we, with a little bit of wishful thinking, can we then do this? No. Nope. Nope. I don't think we can do this. Oh, wait. Wait. Maybe this? No, too close. I think we'll just stick with one of them. And then we will have... what should we have up here?
Opening up new lands, my friend.
Then we can do something like this. And how should we... Is this gonna be annoying? Probably. Ah, this area is so awkward. Guess that's okay. Okay, so this is about the extent of what we can do here. So let's say we do a bit of iron miners here. Then we do a bit of coal miners here. Then we do one coal miner and one coal miner and then another coal miner and then an iron miner. And then we need to make smeltery stuff. And the trees are in the way. We could reconstruct the road, but we can also just remove these trees. They are not really doing anything for us. And oh, okay, coal, geologist, and you can start mining on this area. You can become a geologist, sure. And we should maybe have a storage. I think this one is not enough. And the game is bugging me to pick up the rewards. Let's upgrade these. Oh, we can also upgrade the constructor, why not? And should we mine the stone? Yeah, we can do that. And I think doing something like this will give us the best road access. Stone, stone, stone. And you should be iron, iron, iron. Oops. And then we should make weapons. And we do that from a noble residence. I don't know if that's a good placement. Weapon, weapon. Let's do something like that. Then maybe we should consider doing the rest of the food stuff down here. That would mean we need another warehouse. We have one here, but we could place one in there. And it keeps telling us to pick up rewards, so we're gonna do that. So let's go back and check the weapon production at our initial place here. Ah, right. They need what's called logs. So we should make
You successfully
stuff like that.
upgraded a building.
And we can do more than that, of course. Where should we do that? Guess we never really used this area for much. Let's do like that. Cut, cut, plant. Then we can make another one
Upgrade
here.
is finished.
And that will be cut, plant, plant. And maybe change this guy's area to here. Because we don't want trees in this area, that would be a bit annoying. And... oh, okay. Our food situation is actually so good that our storehouses are filling up with food. So we should check the storehouses we have. Of course we can't do anything about this one. That's already max level. We can do another one there. Let's see, what do we have here? We did do like this, right? Yes, and then set you to do like that. I guess that works. And okay, we have enough gold. Okay, so need to remember, do we need coins in order to make the jewelry? I think we do. And I think we should actually go back to making coins. And should also go back to making tools. And looks like all our mines are out. So we need to tap into new resources. How is it going up here? We are in need of resources. And maybe we should just upgrade these roads.
Your building has been
Should have
upgraded.
plenty of stone, so that should be no problem to upgrade this. It's quite a walk, so it's a good idea to do this. Oh, and we need some logs, of course. So we can go ahead and fix that like that. Try this. How about this one? That's free, and that's a bit more food sources. We don't need that at the moment. What about this? That's also free. Even more food. Yes, this is very good, this area. And then we get access to this trade post. It's not really worth it for us at this point. Trade post is not really something I spend a lot of time and energy on. I think the technology stuff is way more interesting. So we do have a lot of beer, so we can maybe sell some of this. And we are capped on population. So we do have the residence upgrade, so we should just go ahead and check if we can upgrade any of these. And thankfully all of these had extra slots for upgrades. So that's what we are doing. And of course doing all of this cost population. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. We can't upgrade these. And upgrade. Oh wait, that's a shelter, sorry. How are we doing for weapons? We have 16 weapons. 9 wheels and
Upgrade is
do we have
finished.
any? Yes, we have 9 horses. Okay. I think it is about time that we... Oh,
Your
and
building
Zoe
has
is
been
actually
upgraded.
on the move. She is taking stuff. Stronghold. Where should we place the stronghold? It should probably be in a defensible position. I think this is pretty much our
You
heartlands by
successfully
now.
upgraded a building.
And we don't have a lot of need for areas around it, so I think
Upgrade
if we
is
just
finished.
place it like this, then we are pretty okay. I mean, we can just do like this, and then we get the... Not the last prestige upgrade, we need one
Your
more, then
building
we
has
have all
been
of the prestige
upgraded.
upgrades. So we can just easily do that. Like that, perfect. And this also looks kinda nice, I guess.
You successfully upgraded a building.
And then we should consider if we want to do something down here that will make this area better. Could cut more wood. Our population situation is much better now. Room for 20 people.
Upgrade is finished.
Lots of books in store. Perfect. But we don't have any rings. But we should get that. I think to do that we need the metal bars like that, the iron bars, and then we need the coins. Isn't that how it works? But we can do it on this one, maybe? No,
Your
wait,
building
that's,
has been
that's a small
upgraded.
one. Let's check this one. Oh, okay, it's an ingot, not an actual coin.
You successfully upgraded a building.
Okay, let's do this. Not books, but goldsmith.
Upgrade is finished.
Goldsmith. 10 horses now. And 11 wheels. Are we getting this one soon? I think maybe we need to have this stuff closer by.
Your building has been upgraded.
Like that. Maybe do a builder out here. And all of you are geologists, so we can maybe have some of you start mining again. Looking at raw materials, we have plenty of coal in the store, plenty of gold in the store, and we just need iron. We have a big need for raw iron. Maybe we should just get rid of this one. Oh, right, and we made an iron mine over here. That was not supposed to be like that. Whoops. So, let's make you an iron miner. Let's make you a coal miner, and let's make you an iron miner here. And then we need... I think we need you to become a geologist, and we need you to become a geologist as well, and then we need you to mine always, and yes, we need these things to be built again.
One of your neighbors gained access to a new trading outpost.
And we are in need of logs. We do have logs in store, but they are just far away. Oh, we almost have room for 50 people now. And Zoe is doing the trading game. We could do that as well. We just need to have some shirts, and then we need to have some gold rings, and then we need to have some horses and wheels, and we have both. So maybe we should do the trade game. Why not? Honestly, why not? Let's see what we can do here. Something like that. Then if we make that one into a grain barn and this one into a shepherd, then we can make a weaving mill. Is this one a normal residence? Yes it is. Then we should be able to make a weaving mill here. Weaving mill, and then we can do one of the fancy ones, one of the noble residents. Whoops, not like that. Noble residence like that, and then we can do tailor. And we have these two goldsmiths. And we should just have them eat fancy food. That will give us some rings in the bank. And that should make our father situation much better. Just massing some priests, because why not? And we have this one ready now, so we can upgrade it right away, and then we can also build here much cheaper than we can in the tavern. So that's pretty useful. And we need to upgrade to get the cavalry, the cavaliers. And we also need to upgrade to get the cannons, and then the standard bearer, I don't really know what they do. Supporting unit. Other than that, I don't know. I don't ever use them. Okay, this one is not working. Why not? Because there's only 2 stones left. Maybe that's the reason. So let's look here. Oh. Okay. That did not go as expected. That is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if this one is actually going to recover. I don't think it is. But I think if it was not going to recover, then it would just disappear. So it's, I don't know. Let's check the technology again. Non-depleted fish grounds hold more fish and recover. Okay, so it is depleted, so it will not recover. I think that is right. What? Okay. He just said they do not regenerate, but this one just did. That technology is a bit powerful, I think. We have a lot of gold. That's nice. We don't have a lot of tools. We don't need that. How are we doing in here? We are still selling our beer. That's probably one of the reasons we suddenly got a lot of money. So maybe we should stop selling the beer, and then we should get the technology that actually gets us better income for beers. That would maybe be a useful thing to do. Let's get some more of these monks, guys. Number of clerics needed to research is less. Okay, reduced by a third. That is maybe useful. Maybe we should just go for something like that. Getting this will also mean we can go through that direction. Okay, we need to do another upgrade. Then we should do maybe 5 cavaliers, maybe 10 musketeers, maybe... Okay, that's the max we can do. That's fine for now. And is this some special area? Looks like it because it is pretty well defended. And I think once we go over this bridge, we have to be prepared and just push.
One of your opponents
because
established a new trading outpost.
once we do that, they will start to make better defenses. So we need to have cannons ready for this. This one is going to be somewhat easy. And the AI is going crazy in here. Maybe going for the victory points over here. Prestige down there. Oh, he's going down here. I don't know. I don't know if the AI actually knows what they're doing in here, if they're just going in random directions. But a nice thing in here is that we have one victory point up here and we have another victory point down here, so there's room for more than one people on room for more than one person on the trade stuff.
Establishing special trading outposts gains you prestige.
Congratulations.
Nothing
Your
to
clerics
work with.
researched a technology.
Establishing special trading outposts gains
What is it they are waiting for?
These guys are lagging.
Is it because there's not enough of I think if we manage to mine more iron, then we could do more of the other stuff, but because we are not storing iron, then we can't really up our production of bars. I don't think so. Or maybe... no, wait. The iron smelter is actually a mountain shelter building. But we could just...
There's nothing to work with. I have to wait.
could just set this one to receive fancy food.
I can hardly keep up with the demand.
Because then it would not be an issue anymore. I did not think that was actually a thing we could do. And of course these guys can also receive fancy food, because they apparently don't have access to normal food.
Upgrade is finished.
Some goods are
Or do they? Let's check. Actually, I think it's okay the way it is. Let's just set this back to plain. This just generally needs food. I don't really care much about which kind of food. Okay. Geologists. Let's just make all of you into geologists.
fertile ground.
How much do they find in one go like that? Can we improve our output from the mines? No, we can't, because he already took it. Let's take this technology and see how much it actually affects overall. We got some stone, that's nice, I guess. And we have not improved these routes. I was gonna mean roads, of course. I don't know why I said routes. Just do a bit of upgrading. This should speed things along. I know there's a function in this game to speed it up, but kinda like to have it at this speed, because then I have time to plan and think ahead and make roads and all of that stuff. Still enough stone. How are we doing here?
Very
We are
good.
running out.
With this victory
stones.
point, you're on the path to victory.
Then that means we need to get rid of this one soon. What is going on here? Ah, right, they are going to the monastery. Oh, okay. Because we had troops, then we got the victory point we needed in order to tip over.
Excellent. You acquired a new technology.
Okay, can we do cannons yet? Yes, we can. Let's do a bunch of cannons. Actually, let's wait with this and let's just do the cannons if we
Your
can.
enemy can now use a new trading outpost.
I actually think the cannons have an okay damage and such, yes. And Cavalier is a very nice nice unit.
I can hardly keep up with the demand.
Why not do 5 cannons? I think we are actually able to continue playing after this. It just seems like a little bit less reason to do so. Maybe playing on medium was
Research technology.
too easy. I just wanted to make sure that we could actually beat the enemy while talking about everything. This wood area looks pretty okay. We are producing a lot of logs. And hopefully that is good enough to get the logs to the people who need them, like the weaponsmiths out here. Upgrade everything. Oh, we have upgraded that one. Oh, and we are running out of this stone here. Wonder if this speed actually affects the soldiers as well. Really hate this system. And this cannon is coming to the troops. I think we can maybe start the attack while we are supplying. Can we attack like this? What will happen? Will they go past this one? Or will they go here and then here? Let's see. What are they doing?
Fantastic.
Okay,
You
they are
won the
going back to
game.
this one. And we have one. Great, but yeah, let's try free roam. Oh, okay. Looks like we can continue playing. Let's just do that for a little bit. Like, if you guys don't want to continue watching, then you can, of course, look at another video. But I just thought it would be fun to do some combat instead of just the economy stuff. We're gonna decimate this little army here. All of the melees are almost dead. Let's train some more troops while we're at it. I think the 5 cannons is fine. We can do another 5 cavaliers. Being able to field this this army is a bit crazy, actually. I don't think I've ever been this rich in the game. And we're gonna max the amount of troops we have in a moment. Actually, we should get some more pikes because they are cheaper to replace. But it's not really an issue. We need to wait for these guys to stock up on ammunition and health, and then we can just pummel the enemy. I actually did not check if they walk fast from roads like that. And also we have taken this area and not used it, so maybe it's time to do some fishing. I know, to start fishing at a time like this is probably not the best use of time, but
Opening up new lands, my
I like
friend.
it.
Magnificent. Be aware. One of
How
your
do we do
opponents
this?
established a new trading outpost.
like that maybe. Apparently we can just empty the fish and they will just come back, so that's cool. And we have new rewards. Conquest reward. We need some iron ore, and we have plenty of troops, so let's press on. And we know the enemy is back here with their army, so they will not really be able to do anything. Seems a bit interesting that they have this area on their side. Oh, okay, it's also a victory point. And then what do we have over here? What do we have? Resources. I don't know which is better actually. They also have resources in here, but of course they are behind a relatively big army. But of course we are just gonna decimate their defenses with our 3 cannons. And our cavalry in the back here. Did we lose anything? I don't think we did. And now we have 4 cannons. Oh, okay, we just ran out of fancy food. So we need people to stop eating the fancy food. And you are getting no food, and you are eating plain food. You're also eating, go back to, no, you can actually eat the plain food. And geologist, yes, you are still a geologist. Really need, maybe just have you as always. And hopefully we will get some resources by that time. Get rid of this one.
A new sector is under your control.
And this should be okay. We are taking over this area. I think all of his buildings are gonna burn now. Yes. It's been a little while since I played this game and was on the attack like this, so I didn't remember exactly if this was gonna happen, but I thought it would happen something like that. And we are almost up to full health again, so let's continue. And there's also defenses here, so we're just gonna have to decimate that with our tower, with our towers. No, our cannons are gonna decimate their towers. Yes, that's the way it works. We need more food production, honestly. And I'm a little bit too lazy to do that right now. And we do have all of the prestige stuff done. And what we're doing here... It's almost dead. And what have we lost? We have lost a cannon. That won't do. Okay, what should we do about that? We have this one that makes us better against fortifications. That's nice. Have this one that have made everything cheaper, but it will not make will not mean that we will take 2/3 of a guy to get this. That's not the way it works. I think we need a bit of novices. And if we upgrade and get the Abbey, then we get another victory point. We don't need that for these things. And we have already won, so no problems. Okay, so we are at the gate.
Your troops conquered a camp.
And where are his troops? His troops are out here. Why is he not recalling the troops? Or she not recalling the troops? I actually think we automatically win when we take over this. Let's go back here and make a few cannons. A few musketeers. And maybe go back here and recruit a general that is an expert at attacking fortifications. Just in case things go bad, then we can have an expert come and sweep up. We have... Oh, no, he have this one. That's the one that makes armies regenerate. Or make them regenerate faster. Melee units deal more damage. We don't need that, because he is too afraid to face us. Let's get this one. Might as well. And attack. Why was I attacking the church? Of course I'm attacking the castle. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's the defense. Our defensive thing. And I think we need to press repair in order to get that up. Should have cannons and musketeers on the way. This is going okay. We are losing our cannons, so it's not perfect. We are probably gonna lose this cannon. Oh, okay, so there's two of them here. Maybe we actually need to retreat from this. Okay, we're gonna do that. Go back. Okay. More cannons. Stop making musketeers. We don't want that anymore. How is the economy going? Let's get this one as well. In case we want to sell some beer, then we can do that. We have a little bit of beer in store, but not a lot. How about rings? We have some rings.
A new technology has been researched by your clerics.
Okay, should we maybe do the trading game while we are waiting? All of this is of course not running. Typically. What to do now then? Export office. Upgrade. This one... Ah, right. I am an idiot. You need a well, of course, because your animals need to drink. I was not thinking.
I can hardly keep up with the demand.
I think that should be enough water for now. And also, none of these have ever complained about water, so I think these 3 are okay. How are we doing for cannons? Can't I see that here? No, I actually have to click on this one. We are making 5 more cannons. Can't we just transfer our troops to the other guy?
Excellent. You acquired a new technology.
Okay, it actually says it's full. Can we do this? Can we actually change? We can do like this. Okay, can we do that to this one as well? Yes, okay. I think we did make all of the cannons. Did we make the abbey? No, okay, she made the abbey, okay. Okay. I just got a bit confused there. Okay. I think we are ready for another strike. If they have not repaired, then we are okay. If they have, then we are probably not. Redeploy.
You are under attack.
Okay. So we need you to come here. And we're probably gonna lose this now. Don't really want to have our cannons out here.
Upgrade is finished.
Gonna take a little while to do this, of course. Maybe we can redeploy. And then we can swoop in while they are while they're taking it over, because we do have the Cavaliers and that stuff coming back now, and we are not gonna need any. We're not gonna need any siege stuff, so we can just do it like that. Perfect. And you will come here. And we will upgrade these roads. Did that change anything? I don't think so. Hello? Oh no, they have the high ground. And if we know Star Wars, then this is a very bad situation for us. But our Cavaliers are just charging in. And we have lost our pikemen, but that's fine. Our Cavaliers are just charging his musketeers, so that's fine. We have 5 troops left. 3 troops left. 2 left. And his army is dead. So you can now go bang on the castle. And we did not have to retake this one because it was already ours. But we're back now to finish the match. I think we have about 7 minutes left or something like that. So we had our one force that has retreated here, some cavalry and stuff, and then on this one we have our cannons and our musketeers, so that's good because we can use that to take down the fortifications, and I think that's about done, so maybe we can send this in. Looks like the enemy have no forces left, so I think it's just about moving in and taking over. So it appears we are winning this match without getting the victory points.
realm
Although
is
we
being
have
attacked.
gotten the victory points, but we could have gotten this without all of the victory points. So the final fight, I think he managed to recruit one guy. Is that this musketeer guy, and then the commander in the back there? We won that fight easily because we have both our forces in here, lots of cannons rolling in, and then the commanders are moving up to the castle and taking over. Goodbye, Zoe. This is our castle now. And apparently Zoe was trying to attack this camp, but I don't know with what army. I think it was this army. Maybe we should just for good measure do this, but apparently we can't. I don't know if we can do it with the other force. Nope. Because both of them are engaged in taking this over, then we can't do that. But let's have a look at what Zoe have made.
Opening up new lands, my
A
friend.
bit of...
Magnificent.
it's a bit hard to see now since everything is on fire, but there was a bit of farms and stuff in the starting area here. And we have taken over Zoe's main area now, so there is not really much left to do in this now. Apparently we can see this from miles that there's a road here that's a bit weird. What is up with that? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Nothing to work with. I have to wait.
I can hardly keep up with the demands.
That makes no sense. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, that was it for this match here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and for those of you who never played this game before, I hope you learned something, because I think it's a pretty interesting game, and I would like to maybe play online with some of you guys if you have the nerve to challenge me.
Pick up your rewards. There are rewards available.
So I think we should just get out of this. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.